And I'll say hi to the group. Almost there.
I'm going to run get something. I'll be right back.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'm being on the road myself.
Okay, I think we are live. Hey, Essential Inspired. I am saying hello to you from my husband's work office because we can work anywhere. I have my friends online for our wellness discussion. They're going to be our guest hosts and teachers today. Surprise. No, really wellness becomes part of our lives. So when we do it so much and it becomes a habit, it's really natural for us to talk about it. So I love these ladies. I love the changes that they're seeing in their lives, some new to Young Living and some old to Young Living. So, or veterans, we say. So I want to just introduce myself to anyone new or anyone that wants to tag a friend. So if you are watching in our group here, we love you. Thank you for joining us. And please tag a friend or share it with a friend who maybe got their starter kit within the last 3 to 6 months. We don't want oils sitting on a shelf. We want them to be used and tried because you guys will see like huge difference. I did for a couple months. There were some products in here I didn't use for months, and it took a lot for me to open it up. So I'm here as your friend. Tori's here as your friend. Sandra here to kind of share her stories too. So we're here to help you really use your stuff. So tag it and share a friend. Okay, first of all, I wanted to introduce myself. I am a Young Living Gold Leader. I've been using essential oils for 4 to 5 years. I've used other brands for 2 other more years, so 7 years. And I've started going non-toxic, using non-toxic products and chemical-free slowly by surely, and realizing how much healthier I am the more that I do it. It's better for my endocrine system. They're not carcinogenic. They're supporting my hormones. They're supporting my energy, my health and vitality. I struggled before Young Living. I struggled really hard with emotions, depression. I was having panic attacks, muscle aches, headaches. I was having my body was just shutting down, and I needed some help. And I was using some essential oils here and there. I was using lavender for my babies, like DIY stuff for babies, and thieves for the babies. And I had learned about that. I also learned about the quality and everything of the Young Living oils. And so I kept trying some out. And then someone came to, my friend Brianne invited me to her house. And I was real skeptical at that point and kind of a little bit of what I call a network marketing hater. I was like, I'm not going to buy these products because they're too expensive. But then I realized after going to her house and smelling peppermint, which I'm just going to use real quick. She put a drop of peppermint in my hand to smell the difference. And so I'm going to do this real quick. She had me rub my hands together and smell. The difference was night and day to me from the oils that I was buying from the store. And then she had me like rub it on my forehead and rub it on the back of my neck to cool me down. And I'm going to do that right now because I'm really hot. I'm also, it's 115 in Phoenix, right? I don't know. What's the temperature? So peppermint, super cooling. Also, it helps me focus. So if I'm teaching a class like this, I can smell it from the bottle. You can smell it from the cap. I can put a drop on my tongue if I want. And anyway, I'm just going to use that. I'm also going to show you real quick because I need to water up. I'm going to grab some lemon, and I could use citrus fresh or lemon. Just drop it in a stainless steel cup, and then I've got a really refreshing drink that I can do and use. Okay, we'll talk about the oils later, but so frankincense became my oil that I would huff and puff in the car when I was having panic, and thieves was the oil that kept me completely healthy for almost an entire year. And I have rarely to spend at the doctor's, although I like the doctors, and we need them, and we need medicine when we need it. So there's my basic introduction. Tori, how many years have you been oiling? And what was your oil that changed your mind about oils? Do you have, I know you have some respiratory.
Yeah, well, I bought a kit about four years ago. Didn't really know why I bought the kit. It was mostly just to support my daughter, who had told me how great oils were. So I was like, sure, why not? I kind of thought they were a little bit like woo woo. You know, I wasn't sure that it was for me. And but I bought a kit and opened it up, and I was completely overwhelmed. So I closed it back up, and my daughter kept saying, what did you use? You know, what did you try? And everything. I said, I don't know. I haven't tried anything yet. And so I ended up getting a book by Jen O'Sullivan called The Truth About Essential Oils, and read the book from cover to cover, and just thought, you know what? I think there might be something to this. And so I tried it. Prior to getting my kit, my daughter did introduce me to a couple of the oils, and I noticed a big difference. And I called her and I said, wow, I think these are kind of magic. And she said, yeah, Mom, that's what I've been trying to tell you. And so it just piqued my interest enough for me to just kind of decide that I was going to start incorporating some of them into my life. So yeah, I've got some pretty cool stories about what's happened. My health has taken a huge turn for the better, huge. And it's gone way beyond oil use. So I've addressed toxins in my life, in my house with my cleaning products. Specifically, I've been really focusing on toxins in foods. And so I made a lot of dietary changes. I just made a ton of changes. And really what started it all were these little oils. And it really it opened up a whole new world for me, you guys, that I did not know existed. I seriously did not know it existed. And now I cannot unlearn what I've learned. And so my passion is just like, I just want to share what I've learned. I want to share my story. I just want to share what I've learned. And I'm still a student. There's tons of things that I don't know, but I love to learn and I love to research. And so I'm just having a blast.
I love it. It's so good to have you as one of our leaders and executive leaders. Appreciate it. Okay, so we're going to go through our basics wellness class. We're going to go through the oils and the starter kit. So let's get started. I'm going to share my slides with you. So you can see, we're going to go through the basics, and especially if you just got your kit. I just got a notification from Facebook saying my friend Stephanie just got her kit. So this will help you. So hopefully hang on with us the next 20 minutes. We'll run through these slides so you can see what the lowdown is. Okay, so we are not doctors though. We do have lots of things we can try to keep and use to keep us healthy, but we're not doctors. We don't treat or prescribe, but we can be proactive. We could keep our bodies running well and show you how to do that in so many ways, by cutting toxins, by eating healthy, and then using oils. And we can use an oil first before we go to a chemical too. So definitely start thinking of how and all the ways that you can start using an oil first, or one of the products here, before you go and run to your cabinet like Tylenol. I am not a Tylenol user anymore. I don't have to, because I know how to use the oils pretty well. So I'm really excited that y'all joining us here. And it starts with the ditch and switch. So Young Living has 600 products that you can choose from, every category pretty much, except, well, I don't know that there isn't a category. Oh, toilet paper. They don't have toilet paper. So toilet paper shortages, there was a problem in my house. But I was able to buy the soaps, the cleaners, my bath products, my makeup. And there is even food and products that are clean, organic, non-GMO foods that you can buy, plus all the oils. What am I missing? So, and even CBD. So they have incredible ways you can ditch and switch your products. And Sandra was just telling me about an app called Ingrid. It's called, I think it's INGRED, right? Okay, and you can scan your products and see about your chemicals and what kind of hazards there are to the chemicals in your home. My product when I started scanning, the first thing I switched was my toothpaste. My toothpaste is high on the list for toxicity, and Young Living has the most incredible toothpaste and mouthwash and floss. I love it. I'll show you all the hacks in our group. You can check it out. There's so many things you can do. So ditch and switch. Start easily and start with the starter kits and then go from there. So there's like 6 starter kits you could choose from. For whatever floats your boat. We're going through the oils first today, but you can check out the other ones. Okay, so essential oils are the plant extracts that come from the leaves or the bark or the stems. They sustainably use all of the parts of the plant or whatever is the most therapeutic for you. I know that they've done their research, so we can use them for our own systems so medicinally and well. I shouldn't call it medicinally, but we can use them therapeutically to help in so many ways. You just got to go do the research. It's there. Okay, so Young Living, I was a total skeptic. I was actually a Young Living hater before I was like, okay, fine, I'm going to try it. And I did. And I'm so glad I did. Young Living has a beyond organic standards. They have a seed to seal guarantee. And a lot of people say, what is that? Okay, that means that they're there from the planting and the dirt, the process of the growing the seeds, to the harvesting, to the distilling. They're there and they're monitoring, they're testing, they're watching. The scientists are there. We've seen them. We can go visit the farms, and to the bottling. A lot of companies will not give you first distillation. They will give you second or third distillations. They will distill with alcohols. They will buy other batches and from barrels from other countries and everything, and they don't know where they're coming from. They're just tested pure, and they can say whatever they want on the bottle. It's important to remember, and I was told this statistic, there's like 95% of the oils on there are tainted, they're toxic, they have solvents, they're not pure, even though they can say whatever they want. So bottles can say because whatever they want on their bottle. It's important to remember Young Living seed to seal guarantee, which they promise. Okay, just some facts about seed to seal before I go on is that they have their own farms. They're sustainable sourcing. They provide to provide the sourcing and farming. They hand weed their fields and they use 0 pesticides. They use their oils and other natural ways to help. They retain all of their natural constituents and therapeutic properties. So they're giving you the highest constituents and to their oils. You can trust that. Pretty awesome, which is why other oils, cheaper oils, don't work. They have rigorous testings. They don't use solvents or synthetic chemicals. They have billion-dollar machines that test for their purity and constituents, and they will throw it out and reject a batch. They won't throw it out, but they'll reject the batch. I don't know what they do. I think I heard another company, they sell it off. They don't want it. They reject the batch if they're not to the standards. So I love Young Living's that I can ingest it. Okay, that's why I joined, because I really wanted to start ingesting it. And if your skin absorbs 60% of what you put on it, I didn't want cheap oils and I didn't want cheap products. So, all right, let me drink some water, lemon water. Do you guys like a specific, tell me, do you put anything in your drinks or waters to flavor it? What do you guys use?
My favorite is to use lemon and peppermint. And I'll talk about that in a little bit, but the combination of those together is so yummy.
I'll have to try it. Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll talk about it a little bit later though.
Okay, you tell me later.
Yeah.
Have you tried anything in your water yet, Sandra?
No, like I said earlier, I put the digize in my smoothie,
Mhm.
mix it up, and I have that every morning, and that seems to help. I had peppermint, and I used it all up by diffusing it because I really like peppermint, but I'll try that. I'll definitely try the lemon.
Yeah, and citrus fresh.
Yeah.
Let me go through that. Okay, so we're going to talk about 3 ways to use. Hi, Stephanie. Congrats on getting your kit. You can pull it out with us and go through each oil if you want to learn along. Yeah. Okay, so there's 3 ways to use the oils. There's topically, or aromatically, and internally. Let's start with topically. So the oils that are full colored labels have directions on the bottles to use on your skin, anywhere you need it. So let's look at Raven as one example. I'm going to look at the label. It says dilute 1 drop with 1 drop of V6 carrier oil. So what you'll do, and you can dilute this. I sometimes just do it straight on. But when you're first starting, start low, go slow, and do follow the directions. Then you can get used to using it. So I'll take my carrier oil, which I don't have any here, but I'll just do 1 little tiny drop of carrier oil, and then I'll drop a drop of Raven in my hands. And then Raven is a respiratory oil and helps me breathe. So I might put it on my chest, and I might put it on the bottom of my feet. So topically, they'll be labeled for instructions. Okay, aromatically, it also has those instructions. But the basic thing, you can diffuse all of them, whatever floats your boat, whatever you like the smell of. You take your diffuser, they all have some sort of marking on it. You fill it with tap water, follow the directions in your box, and then fill it with 4 to 6 drops of any of the essential oils. So aromatically has been studied to reduce airborne bacteria or particles by like 98%. So if you diffuse, it's the quickest way to your brain. It's also then into your bloodstream. So it reminds your body to start working and doing specific. So if you need to sleep, diffuse by your bed. If you need to wellness, diffuse by your bed. If you need respiratory support, diffuse it. I sometimes sit over the diffuser like this and inhale it. It's great. It's a great, really gentle way to use. So. And then internally, okay, there's internal uses. So let's pretend like I'm going to use Thieves, for example, for wellness. Okay, Thieves is one of the oils you got to have this time of the month, this time of the year, with what's going on. It's a really good immune support oil. So the instructions on here talk about using it internally. Because it's a white label, you can use any of them internally or for foods or smoothies or coffees or chocolates or anything. It says dilute 1 drop with 4 drops of carrier oil and then put in a capsule and take it. So this would be really good to internally for immune support, to kill all the bad things, and put it in a capsule. You can also put in a spoonful of honey. You can also put in a spoonful of tea. Get a spoonful of yogurt. So internally, there's just follow those instructions. So that's how you use it. You can also clean with it and those things too. Okay, let's go through the oils. Tell me how you use it. This is the starter kit that you may or may not have gotten. If not, it's okay. You can order them when you're ready. But the starter kit has the top 12 wellness oils. And then there's 2 layers to your starter kit. Make sure you get that. And we'll start with lavender. Calming, relaxing. How do you guys use lavender?
I'll talk about lavender a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead.
I've been using it kind of a new way to me, and that is I put a drop on the bottom of each big toe. And I had been doing some reading that it's really good to like help kind of calm your system down, because I spend a lot of time in like the fight or flight, just with all the stuff going on. I spend way too much time in that realm. And so I was doing some reading that said it can really help calm that system down when you put a drop on the bottom of your big toe. And so I've been doing that, you guys. And what I was told by someone that's really experienced in this is to try and do that every day for 30 days. And it will be really good to help just kind of calm that system down. So that's what I've been doing lately.
That's great. And consistently actually really supports the body. It starts to change the whole system. So
yes,
consistently every day, every few hours, sometimes you have to use them more frequently, and you'll really, really experience the benefits. Love it. Yeah. That's great. So stress levels come down with lavender. Obviously, we know it. You can use it for anything. So I put it directly on top of any sort of skin needing. I just put it drop on them on my paper. Actually, that's a really good way to smell things. Okay, so now I'm gonna do my calendar and smell lavender. Oh, that's gonna smell so good. Okay, that's the Swiss Army knife of oils. We just use lavender in the after sun spray. Lavender's in there, and on a sunburn with that, it's incredible. Good support. Love it. I also use it internally. So, because this comes in a vitality oil, so I can drop it in a capsule or put it under my tongue. I just need a quick and let it soak into my bloodstream. It needs to go to my bloodstream and calm me down. And I actually had a really good July. So I don't know if it was that, because I did all during the month of July. Pretty cool. All right. Another calming oil is frankincense. I love this one. This one also comes internally. You can use it's the same oil inside. So if you want to, you can take frankincense and drop it in your hand and just smell it. Okay, it's really good for the skin and for fine lines and the aging process. And so I can put it on fine line areas or just to help me sleep at night. Actually, I have a skin serum you could make with frankincense, lavender, and probably just frankincense and lavender out of our kit. And you can have at night, if you put this on your face, you'll be smelling it all night. Oh my gosh, it will be incredible. And frankincense is one of the go-tos. I wore in a diffuser necklace, which helped me calm in the car when I was having tons of just anxious feelings at one point in my life. So it helped me get through in the car. And if I wanted to, I could probably put frankincense on my diffuser, any sort of like diffuser thing, or I'll just drop a couple drops onto my necklace, and then the smell lasts forever. Cheaper oils do not do that. But I've also done it on a rubber band, like these just hair bands. This is incredible. I just put it on here and I just drop it on, and then I'm smelling it all day. And then my hair smells good when I use it. I mean, you can put it in your hair. Okay, I'll stop. Frankincense is so grounding. Okay. Okay. Oh, Panaway. This one, we're going into a whole new topic of muscles. So Panaway, you guys have any Panaway stories? I might use it right now. I'm having some inflammation. I ate some corn yesterday during my Whole30 that I'm doing. You're not supposed to eat corn, apparently. And I did. And I have all of this muscle tension and inflammation today, which is why I went up and looked what I was eating. And it turns out I shouldn't eat corn. Oops.
I don't eat corn anyways, but I would like to get Panaway because I have inflammation in my knee. I have a list of a long list of all the oils that I want to try. So, it's a good thing to look forward to and learn all these tips that you guys give us. Awesome.
Good. I'm glad. Panaway just straight on my muscles. I like it straight, or joints, cooling. It's really good. Okay, Raven. Somebody that I talked to yesterday in our discussion said, Raven, this is really supports breathing, and but she uses it for sinus. No, she didn't use it for that. She used it for muscles. Yeah, like a head. She had some tension, and she used Raven on it. So I think it works dual purpose. You could use it for a muscle rub and or a chest rub. And this works really well helps open up the airways. You can put it in the diffuser, like a chest rub. And when my kids are having trouble, like they're stuffed up at night too, I can rub this on the bottom of their feet and they stop immediately. It's amazing. I love Raven. Okay, Valor. I was going to use this Valor and with my Panaway story, I was going to share this. Do you guys have any Valor stories? No? Okay,
No.
Val. Yeah, do you?
Oh, I was just going to say it's great when I'm in a situation that I'm feeling a little bit of anxiety about. This is usually my go-to.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And
okay.
I like to rub it in my hands and just breathe it in. It's my favorite way. Yeah.
It's really good for meditation, or if you're just needing to breathe for a minute or get a massage with it. I love Valor and how well it grounds me. Gives me courage. Valor equals courage in the mind, mental courage. But I actually have used this with Panaway to for the spine, fight spinal alignment and like help with muscles. My husband had pulled out his back, and so we used this and Cool Azul and the pain relief cream, and he was getting therapy from a chiropractor and a therapist, and so this was really instrumental into that. So, and I've heard that the oils in here are similar to something like the gladiators would use when they were going to battle, or some sort of war heroes. War heroes would use these botanicals to give them courage, feel calm, mind. It calms the mind. It has the blue tansy in it. Has some sort of neurological. It supports the nervous system. Something that calms the nervous system. So go look that one up. That's a really cool ingredient in Valor.
Plus two, Valor is a beautiful oil because it's blue. It's pretty. It's kind of a surprise when you first drop it out of the bottle and it's like, oh, I wasn't expecting that, but it's really pretty to look at.
Yes, it is. Well, that also is in Peace and Calming, our next, has another blue tint to it. Very cool. This one also helps me chill out, helps my kids chill out. I'll show you guys. It is a bluish yellow tint. Oh, you have it too, Sandra. Awesome. Well, I keep applying these oils every time I pull them out. I'm going to smell so good. Okay, Peace and Calming helps me chill out. It actually helps my kids' tantrums. Moms call it a tantrum tamer. I actually drop it on the top of my head when I'm having a moment I need to chill out. It's a really great oil for calming and happy. It's a happy smell. And actually, some people use it for sleep too in the diffuser. So you could try that. How do you use it, Sandra?
Like you said, I use it in my diffuser for sleep at night. I was telling my daughter earlier, I mean, I've struggled with sleep, going to sleep, staying asleep. I've tried a lot of things. A few drops with the lavender in that, and it just totally calms me. And I'm like, okay, I'm ready for sleep. And I do sleep much better, and I love the smell of it anyway. So it's just like roll it on in my roller, and I put it in I need a better diffuser, but it definitely, along with the lavender in the diffuser, is awesome.
Exactly. Okay, there's a reminder on the screen, but also I was checking on the bottle. It does say that. So anything with citrus oils are photosensitive. So if you're applying it to your skin, make sure it's 12 hours before you go in the sun, or just put it under the clothes or something that's not going to give you a skin burn. It burns the skin. It happens once or twice. It happened to me. Yeah, Stephanie, what?
Yeah. I have a question. Okay, so as far as like the color labeling on each one, does that signify something?
Yes. Yep. Okay. And everyone has. This is a good question. It's not. You're not the only one. So white labels are called vitality labels. They can be used internally. And colored labels, they are the topical. They can be used topically or for diffusing. But the oils that are topical do have vitality oils, like lavender, frankincense. That's it. Those two oils can also be used internally. They're just not labeled. They want to show you that they can't put the same label on the same directions on one label. So, but the oil is the same inside. So I can now use frankincense internally under my tongue in a capsule or in some food. because it's the same oil inside, but it has a different label. Okay, so they'll come, so you can buy lavender in Vitality labels or regular labels, but it's the same oil. And a little tip for finances as far as money goes, if you buy the bigger bottles of things, it's cheaper. So if you buy, let's say, lemon in a bigger bottle, it's not going to come in a Vitality, but you can use it internally and it's cheaper. Okay, so so that's called Vitality, and then these are just regular oils. Does that help a little bit? Okay, cool. Okay, another stress calming and sleep oil is Stress Away in the bottom of the kit. And you can diffuse this, you can put it on topically. I like to roll it on. So I put the roller top straight on top of this one. I don't need diluting on this at all. It's so good. This one also it calms the nervous system with the ingredients in here. And I just pop it on. I pull off the top using my cap, and then I push on the top. This is this is how I put it on. So you put the roller top on, and then you screw it down all the way, and then the roller is ready. That is ready to use. These rollers are the best on the market. So this is from Young Living, and they sell these separately. So you can reuse your bottles and make your own rollers. And so that's something to get and invest in. And then I just reuse my roller tops. I boil them in soap and water and vinegar, or I don't know how the best way is to clean it, but I just reuse the tops. Do you reuse the tops, Tori, right? And bottles?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I do. I clean them out with alcohol, and that helps to kind of cut initially, and then I do boil them. Yeah. So one more tip too about Stress Away is that it has vanilla absolute in it. And so it is the one oil that you should take the bottle and just agitate it a little bit, because you don't want that vanilla absolute to settle in the bottom. You want it to be dispersed out there. Oils in general, you don't want to shake or agitate, but this is the one exception. You do want to do that so that you don't get that collection of the vanilla at the bottom of the bottle.
That's true. I never knew that, but apparently it's on the label to shake it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's on the label.
I didn't know it was on the label, but that's the reason that you do it for that one. That one only, you guys.
Because it has the vanilla. Yep.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, good tip. Okay, one more tip before I go on is don't leave your oils flat. If you leave your oils flat, they'll actually start eroding and eating away at the caps, and it'll start leaking. I had a friend's oils, so make sure they're upright, and they actually have a stand. You can take your box and there we go. Now it's a stand, and you can have them out so you can use them. So keep your oils upright.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're on to the Vitality oils, the ways you can use them internally. And lemon is Tori, can you tell us about your lemon tips?
Yeah, so lemon, you guys, this is so good. So the lemon in the kit is labeled Vitality, which means that you're going to get directions on how to use it internally. And but then you can also use regular lemon too that has a regular label. So this is so good, you guys. It's so great in water. But one of my favorite ways to use it is to actually combine it. I make my own Synergy, so I save all my empty bottles. So I have taken a empty 5 ml bottle and I've made my own Synergy, which is just another word for my own blend. And so what I do is I do 1 drop of peppermint to 2 drops of lemon. And so I fill the bottle with that ratio. And then, you guys, what I do is I take and I'll just drop 1 drop of this new Synergy into my water. And it's so good, you guys. It's amazing. So I do this every morning. I drink a big 25-ounce container of water with this to start out my day and just get my system going after a long night's sleep, and you're kind of dehydrated when you wake up. So I pretty much drink that whole bottle just within a 5-minute period, and just to get my system going. And it's such a great way, you guys, to get your system going. So,
oh, wow. How big is your bottle? Is it like?
So I actually use an empty Ninja Red bottle. So it's about 25 ounces. And I just do 2 drops of this energy. So sometimes peppermint by itself is a little bit strong for people. But the synergy where it's 2 drops lemon, 1 drop peppermint is just a perfect ratio. And it's awesome, you guys. Great way to start out the day. So the other thing I love to do with lemon is I love to make my own synergy, and I call it LLP, and it stands for lemon, lavender, and peppermint, equal parts of each. So I take another empty bottle, equal parts of those 3 oils, and you guys, it's amazing. It's so uplifting. It's one of my favorite blends to put on my diffuser necklace. And it's also great to take a drop in your hand and rub it along your jawline. And it just really helps to open up your airways. It's amazing. It's really good for if you suffer with seasonal issues with the air and everything. That is an awesome one to just put behind your ears and along your jawline. Lemon, lavender, and peppermint together, equal parts. Life-changing, you guys.
That is so cool. I'm going to try that because I haven't done that in a while. I haven't had allergies or seasonal issues in a while, but I'm just going to put it in my hand, 1 drop of each, lemon, lavender, peppermint, just because I need to feel invigorated.
Oh, it's amazing, you guys. And you can also do this internally too. So if you like to take the capsules, you can put 1 drop of each of those oils in a capsule, top it off with, I like to top them off with olive oil. And then you can take it internally too for seasonal support. But it's amazing along the jawline, right, Michelle? You should already be feeling it. It's amazing.
Woo.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah.
Love it.
And I have a question.
Yes.
So when you say so equal parts and you put it in a bottle, so about how much are you putting to make your bottle?
I'm probably filling my bottle about half to 2/3 full. So let's say I'll do 15 to 20 drops of each oil if I'm making LLP.
Okay. Makes sense. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. It's just nice to, when you're making your own blends, there's something about when it sits together and synergizes together, and then it's really nice. And even using like the LLP in your diffuser, when you've got it pre-mixed like that, it's just so nice when it goes into the diffuser. So it makes it easy too.
Could you put this in a drop in your water then too?
I haven't actually done LLP in my water, but you sure could. You sure could.
It smells so good in my hand. But
you guys, it's amazing. Yeah, it's one of those blends that you put together and you'll be like, oh my gosh, like this oil, this combination by itself is literally life-changing. Well, it's amazing, you guys.
And the therapeutic benefits for those 3 oils are immune support, respiratory support, digestive support, calming support. I mean, like almost everything. It
runs the gamut. It really does. It's amazing. Yeah.
That's cool. Thank you for sharing. I love it. And
I have another question, Michelle. Okay, so like you were sharing with your story and how when you first started off, you were buying store-bought oils, okay? And so I've stocked up on tons of store-bought oils, but they're really just not the greatest quality, right? And you kind of just learn on your own from there. But I'm curious to know, like, to make my own bottle, I wonder if I could even recycle those. Could I dump them out and reuse the bottles?
Yep.
I mean, would you recommend that?
Yeah, I would. I would use them to clean your toilet, and then I would reuse the bottle. Because they're not gonna
don't waste them, right?
Yeah, don't waste it. Clean the toilets. Nobody's touching anything, but you can clean it, and it might be good enough for the toilet. And then
That's funny.
Recycle your bottles. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, thank you.
And eventually, Stephanie, as you start using your oils, you'll start to get a big collection of empty bottles. So just keep them all, and then you'll be able to start making your own synergies, which is great.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
Love it. Thank you for joining, asking questions. Keep going. We have peppermint, so we kind of already talked about that, you and your tips there.
Right. So
Yeah.
I've got a couple more things to say about peppermint.
Go for it.
One of them is, so I used to have a lot of digestive issues, and sometimes I still do. This totally is my go-to when I'm having just a tummy that's just not feeling so great. Like maybe I've eaten something that's not really agreeing with me, or just not fully digesting. You guys, I've actually been doing this at night before I go to bed, and it's amazing. Like I wake up with this, like my stomach's feeling great. But I'll just take in my hand, I'll put like 2 or 3 drops of carrier oil. And what carrier oil does is it just helps it, you're able to spread it over a larger area on your body. So if you want to use it like on my belly, I'll put 3 or 4 drops of carrier oil in the palm of my hand. Do 1 to 2 drops of peppermint. I don't mind the tingling, so I usually do 2. But if you're kind of sensitive to that tingling sensation, you might want to just use 1, and then just rub it all over your belly. And oh, you guys, it's amazing. It feels so good.
Wow.
I'm not kidding. It's amazing. And also too, the other way I use it is sometimes when I do a really hard workout, I can get kind of a nauseous feeling. I just get overheated and I just get kind of nauseous. And I will take a drop and put it in my hand, rub my hands together, and then cup it over my nose and mouth and just breathe it in. And it really helps to just settle that that kind of nauseous feeling that I sometimes get. So, yeah.
Good stuff. Yeah, there's a bunch of recipes you can make with this oil, peppermint and raven for kids, or peppermint and digest for digestion. And so there's a lot of things you can do with peppermint. It's really good for a lot of things, purposes. Love it. I love the peppermint brownies too. Can't go wrong with that. Okay, so this one goes along with digestion and what you were saying. Would you do this with digest? That you can say it however you want, but we say digest. And digest, would you do that with digest 2 over your stomach, or does it not smell very good to you?
Okay, so here's the thing about digest. Here's a funny story, you guys. When I first got my kit, I opened up all the oils and smelled them, and I opened up digest and I closed it back up and went, I'm never going to use this oil. I hate the way it smells. And so it just kind of, it sat there for a while. Now, here's one recommendation is don't put this in your diffuser. This is not a diffuser oil in my opinion. I've never used it. I never would. Just don't do it. Just trust me, don't do it. Because number one, your diffuser will probably smell like digest forever and ever. Okay, so just get it out of your head that you're going to use that in the diffuser. However, you can use it in capsules and take it internally. You can also like rub it on the outside of your belly, just like I did with the peppermint. However, I'm not a fan of the smell. And so for me, I don't generally rub it on my body. And so, but that's just me. A lot of people do, and they don't have any issues with it. That's just me. I don't care for it. So here's the way I use digest. And because I kind of have stomach issues sometimes, capsules don't settle real well in my stomach. So what I've started doing is, and this takes a little bit of an adjustment, but I put 1 to 2 drops under my tongue. And then I just let it, you don't want to swish it around. You just let it absorb without, moving your head too much. Give it about 30 seconds or a minute to absorb, and then you can eventually swallow it. And you guys, it's amazing for all things digestion. It's really, really good. So
it also has a muscular benefit too. So I've had people use it for that time of the month when you're feeling a little achy down there, down in just PMS issues, and they'll use this topically on top. And I have a hernia, and one of the things that I use on my hernia is digest. So it helps relax the muscles, move the digestion through. I don't know what it's doing, but I like it for me, and it helps support that muscles and digestion. So I love it. And it comes in like enzymes too. So you can get like digestive support. Sandra, you're getting a lot of digestive support from enzymes, right? Or in I don't know if do you have digest yet?
Yeah, I just got some digest. I've been putting that in my smoothie. I might try it under the tongue. It doesn't smell bad to me. I'm surprised because sometimes I'm kind of picky about smells, but I use Life 9 probiotic. I tried the detox zyme.
Mhm.
That, that did okay, but I just started using the ICP. It doesn't taste bad. It is a little like a little a grit, but it's not horrible. I mean, it's you drink it, it's done with. It's not like horrible afterwards. But I'm just trying to find something that works good because I'm kind of like Corey with the capsules. I really try not to do too much capsules because they tend to kind of, I don't know.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna, that's kind of what you do with anything. You got to try it and see.
I love that you're putting it in a smoothie, though. I think that's a great way, just every day, daily. I have
If
a
you
friend.
don't like veggies, if you really can't get your kids to eat veggies or you don't like veggies, throw them in a smoothie and put something in there that a little bit of fruit that tastes good and some honey or something more natural for a little sweet stuff. And I do that every morning. I'm addicted to my smoothies.
I know. It's good. Well, here, we'll go on to the next one. That's actually, this one is really good in a smoothie. Citrus fresh, delicious. Something to note is so that the all the all the citrus oils are from the rind, so they're not acidic and they're not going to erode your teeth. So don't be worried about ingesting it. It's really good balancing pH in your body, and it has really good cleansing properties. So putting it in as much food as you can is a gentle way to help your body detox. So I've heard that there's as many as 75 lemons inside a lemon bottle. I can't remember the exact number, but that's a lot of lemons inside the lemon extract and the good stuff in the rind. So citrus fresh is another thing. And then the last thing we forgot to mention is that citrus oils can also, so they also photosensitive, but they're also really good. Did we mention it? They're not supposed to be put in styrofoam or plastic. Use glass or stainless steel because it will erode and eat away at plastic and styrofoam. And I've done an experiment. My experiments, and I can tag you, Stephanie, it's really cool. I used a good brand of essential oils, and I used Young Living's essential oils on styrofoam, and the good brand still didn't eat away. The Young Living one ate away a bigger hole at the styrofoam. So it proved to me again, Young Living's oils are what they say they are, and don't put it in styrofoam. But it does have the same benefit if you have petrochemicals in your body, and that's what it's doing. It's cleansing you from that. So that's really good. It doesn't do that to normal skin organs, which is awesome. That's why we can put it in our water. So it's really cool. Ask me more about that later. Okay, the last vitality in your kit is the thieves. Man, they make everything out of thieves. Thieves oil is incredible. They got its name. The name came from the plague times when people were using this combination of herbs and spices and botanicals, other things, like in the thieves during the plague times, or the bubonic plague is what I've heard. So this blend has been around for hundreds of years, and its antioxidant is high, so it's good for your cells and your immune support. Diffuse it. I say diffuse it. Use it topically with a carrier oil on the bottom of your feet and down your spine. Put it in a capsule. Put it in some honey. Make a tea with it. And you can clean with it too if you need to. You can make a mouth swish. You can make a mouth spray if you want for your gums and your throat. You can make a throat spray. There's 1,000 ways to use thieves. We'll look it up. And also, that's what they created their thieves line with. Okay, so they have like all these medicinal products that are over the counter with thieves in it. So they have the cough drops, they have the chest rub. What else do they have with thieves? Here's the chest rub. Smells so good. If you don't DIY it, you can buy it from Young Living. They have the cleaner with thieves in it. They have hand soap with thieves in it. And hand sanitizer comes in the kit. And the thieves spray comes in the kit. And you can use those. So such good. The line of thieves is actually one of the most, I think, the most knockoffs from other companies too. because they like to, they know that the oils are good and they're researched to be good for the immune, for killing germs and all the stuff that's not supposed to be around and in the air and in your body. So another thing that has really good high antioxidants, they put 2 packets in your starter kit. So you can take this, just drink it. It's a puree. It is so good for you. Just all your vegetables and fruits in 1 packet. So you can take half the packet to just try it, and that's 1 ounce. There's 2 ounces in here. They recommend 2 ounces a day. When I need wellness, I am loading up on my thieves in every form, topically, aromatically, and internally. And I'm using my Ninja Red. I actually take almost 4 ounces a day when I need wellness, when I'm feeling below a wellness line. So don't let them sit in your fridge. I actually let it sit in my fridge for 6 months before I tried it. Try it when you need it, when you need energy too. It's good energy and it's good for immune support.
However, it is good chilled.
And it's better, yeah, that's true. It's better in your fridge. Yeah, it's really strong.
So I have a question. I feel like I've had a little bit of a wonky throat lately.
Okay.
I mean, that would be really good for that.
Yes.
And then the thieves oil as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. If you want to, you can even put some lemon or the immune supporting oils, a lemon, frankincense, or thieves in a cup full of Ninja. And you can then shoot it back or drink it in a full cup of water. That would be super good for your body. Yeah.
Perfect.
Ninja is really good mixed with orange juice too. So my daughter tells me she loves it. But the other thing, do you have a empty roller bottle?
No, not on hand right now.
Okay.
There's one in the mail for you.
Okay, so when you get one, you'll want to make a roller with thieves oil, and some carrier oil. And then you're going to want to be rubbing that up and down your lower spine a couple times. I do it every day. So that's really good immune support. And you could even right now, before you get your roller, just with a little bit of carrier oil, just put a drop in your hand, and I would just rub it, on your neck area, like where your glands are and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, good tip. Thank you.
And you could do that. You could do that with frankincense too, which would be amazing. So.
Yeah, because I tried the Thieves Vitality without an oil, and it burnt my skin a little bit. I mean, it wasn't bad, but I was able to, I only did a little area. I did the same thing. I was putting Thieves, dropping it in my smoothie, some on my hand, and it's just Thieves. It's even, it's very potent stuff. I love it.
Yeah, it's very spicy, and especially if you get it on your skin, that's why you want to make sure that you dilute it appropriately. And so, Stephanie, if you're going to rub it like in your neck area, I would do probably like a quarter size of carrier oil in the palm of your hand with 1 drop of Thieves, and then rub it all over your neck area and chest area. That's what I would do.
So like olive oil would be good with that.
Yeah, if you don't, that isn't probably my first choice, but if you have that on hand, or avocado oil, those are okay. In the, going forward, I would think about ordering something like grapeseed oil, which is my personal favorite carrier oil. Get it on Amazon. The brand I like is Dr. Adorable, it's called. And so that's the one I use. Young Living has a great one too called V6, which is a blend of some different carrier oils. It's a wonderful oil too, carrier oil. But in a pinch, since you probably don't have all your supplies yet, it's okay to use olive oil or avocado oil.
Or coconut oil too. Sometimes we have coconut oil. I don't use coconut oil on my face, but I'll use it to make all of the rubs and stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of choices for carrier oils. You just kind of have to find which works best for you. Generally, you don't want to use cooking grade, but in a pinch you can. But generally, you don't you know, you don't want to do the cooking grade.
I didn't know that. Is that why?
Yeah. I just, you know, like Dr. Adorable's brand is organic, and it's just, I don't know, that's just what I heard. And so that's kind of what I've always done. However, I will use extra virgin olive oil sometimes when I'm applying oils around my ears. And so, yeah.
So what I recommend for anyone's Essential Rewards order for their next one, like after their starter kit, is the Thieves Cleaner, because that will go last 4 to 6 months, and the V6 oil, because that'll last years. If you take, even if you put it in the fridge, it'll last way longer shelf life than any other carrier oil I've tried. So it's really good. So V6 oil is their carrier oil, and the Thieves Cleaner will last you months. So, and do everything. So that's what I recommend for a month too, on ER. If you do 3 months on ER, I recommend 30 days of Ninja Red to help detox your body too. So I love it. Okay, let's keep going and then we'll close out. Oh, we're almost done. Okay, so you're already members in here, and I'm going to send this video to a friend who's not a member. Get your wholesale account. You can get, there's 5 or 6 different starter kits you can get. They include your wholesale, so it's cheaper. You're getting your 24% off. Then when you order monthly, you get more percentage back. You can get up to 25% back off. So then it's almost 50% savings. So Essential Rewards can save you a ton of money to order monthly on their subscription. So I've been ordering on monthly for 4 years now. So I love ordering monthly, and then I'll get all the free oils. They have gifts with purchase. They have gifts with purchase from at $100 all the way up to $400 this month. And believe it or not, you can spend $400 when you buy everything from Young Living. I totally almost put a $400 order in today. And then I thought, okay, I know I have some free, so I get 25% back. So what I do is I use the 25% back in points, and I buy the rest of the stuff. So I have my order set up to buy all the kids' vitamins this time around. And I'm getting CBD because I'm out of that. And I don't know what else, but some more vitamins. And then I'm getting shampoo, conditioners, soaps, laundry soaps, all with free points. So anyway, this is how I budget. So I buy everything. Again, they have 600 products. It's awesome. And then I get all the freebies too. Okay. Lastly, if you're not a member yet, go to youngliving.com, go to become a member, type in your friend's referral number so that they can get credit for it, and then they'll help you and add you to the groups, all of our private groups that we have. And then say yes to Essential Rewards, because you'll get a free oil and you'll get $10 back, which is really cool. You can cancel it next month, which Stephanie, I'm going to talk to you about. So definitely let me know about Essential Rewards. So you got a free oil with your starter kit, and then you got 10 points that you can use if you want to use it as cash with Young Living. So that's your 10% back. And in 3 months, you'll get 20% back. And after 2 years of ordering, you get 25% back. So the longer you're on it, you get more Essential Rewards perks. And then you click, you save it, and then you'll make your account. That's simple. And don't forget that you do get a referral number. So everyone who gets a membership gets a referral number. And for every friend you refer, you get $50 back. So that's one thing that's why I started sharing it, is because I love it so much. And Tori has been sharing with me for a few years too. So we just refer your friends, and then with your referral link, and then you get a bonus. They reward that. So thank you. And thank you, Stephanie, for joining me. We appreciate it. Okay. That is all the wellness discussion from the basics. And then we're going to go through some more basics in our group. And actually, I was going to ask, I need to talk to you, Tori, but what classes we might do this month. I know we're going to do a back to school, which isn't so much for Sandra. Maybe we can do something for Sandra. We can do a supplements class. We could do a ditch and switch chemical-free home class. Is what I'm thinking. Maybe a chemical-free home class and back to school class is what I'm thinking. But Tor, do you have anything scheduled for the month yet? I haven't started yet. Okay.
No.
Okay, we'll talk. Okay. All right.
Can I ask one quick question?
Yeah.
Before you go on. Okay, so for the free one that I got, the Envision, what would you use this one for?
Oh, okay. Well, it's a topical oil or diffusing oil. There does not come in vitality. So you're going to diffuse it during school or something to help with focus. It's a really good focusing and mental clarity oil. So
Oh, okay.
I also use it
Perfect.
topically, like on my temples. If I need to focus, like if I'm just tired and I need to focus during work or school, or I'm a drained out mama, I just put it right here on my temples. I don't think it needs solution because I've just used it straight, but I didn't read the bottle, so check the label.
Yeah, I would probably, another place too, Stephanie, that I like to apply oils is on my wrists, because the skin is kind of thin there, and behind your ears. So all those are good places to put oils.
So like the perfume points, like pulse points.
Yes. Yeah.
You can also put it on a diffuser jewelry. If you just want to smell it. If you like the smell of it and you want it to be around for several hours, I like to put things on rubber bands or earrings or something.
And also too, you guys, I like to just drop a drop on top of my head. And I use tons of oils like that. Frankincense, almost every oil I have, I will drop on the top of my head. And it's amazing because the smell will it goes with you. It's amazing. So, yeah. And especially things that are good for like brain support, like frankincense.
And Envision.
Yeah. Just
that would be
put
good.
it on. And you guys too, I do this a ton, is I'll just put a drop in my hand and then just rub it through my hair.
Yeah.
And so then your hair acts as a diffuser, and it's good. Like a lavender is especially great in your hair. So yeah.
And that's nice if you don't wash your hair every day. Your hair is still smelling good.
Yeah. And actually, I've got a recipe too for dry shampoo that I've made out of like cornstarch and baking soda. And then add some essential oils to it. And so it's a powder. And then I just shake it on my head and then just kind of rub it through the scalp and then brush it in, and I'm good to go. So
that's why I did before coming here. I use a brush for right here, my roots, for the dry shampoo recipe. And then I put it in my hands and I went like this. I'm not going to tell you when I took a shower last. I'm not going to tell you. But and then I put essential oils.
Well, you look great. You don't, it's been days, you don't look like it.
Yeah, it's great, you guys. And then to put the dry shampoo like under, like your neck, like, because my hair's long and I get super sweaty back there. And then just take it and rub it through. Oh, it's amazing, you guys.
Yeah. So we have that dry shampoo on one of the little things that we share, like the recipe.
I can post it. I'll post it on this. I'll post it on this link. On this.
Yeah, because my daughter would love that.
You guys, it's amazing.
Other dry shampoos.
Yeah.
And that'd be so much better.
I did share 30 recipes DIYs, and it was one of them. Yeah.
Was one of those?
Yeah, it's one of them.
One there on one of those. Did they have a teething thing? Can I ask real quick? I seen it somewhere and I don't remember where I saw it. I know there's an oil that you can use for it.
Yeah.
I have to look that up. Someone find it, let me know, because I saw it somewhere.
It's actually, I'm going to share about it tomorrow. It's called Copaiba, and it's good for muscles and natural inflammation, but teething works. So if you just rub it a little diluted on your gum, on the baby's gums, it's amazing. Copaiba, and it's on sale this month. The Vitality oil.
Keeps growing.
I know.
That I want.
It's so good. I know.
No, the shampoo and the soap and the laundry detergent.
It is. It's incredible. It's a good list. All right, you guys are amazing. Ask more questions in the group or anywhere on in our videos or anything. Okay. And Stephanie will connect and make sure you get more recipes and ideas as the month goes on. So, all right. Thank you all. Have a good afternoon. Thanks for joining. Thank you.
Bye.
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 Have a great day.
You too.
You too.
Bye.
Thank you.